Hey y'all, it's Pocahontas. Welcome back to my channel. We finna talk about Baddies Eats Auditions Part 2. Y'all, I didn't even realize they had already dropped Part 1. Y'all, when I say my mind been so gone lately, like my mind like been gone. Like my mind straight ate up. When I seen that, I was like, bruh, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I've been off my shit like for a minute, y'all. Like, if I tell y'all the shit that I haven't been remembering and the shit that I ain't been doing, y'all will be like, girl, what is wrong with you? But anyways, let's get into it. So with part 1, I did notice Queen motherfucking D in the building. I really didn't want to see Biggie again. You know, I would have been okay with never seeing Biggie on the TV again. Rolly was irritated as fuck. She in her diva mode right now, because Rolly ain't used to act like this. Now all of a sudden, she too good for this, and she leaving, and you know, all this other shit. Like, Rolly, you changing. But so, it's still the second round judges. Scotty and them, Cat, Biggie, Rolly, Low. A lot of them was basically just getting tickets just for shaking their ass. Like, if you could come up and you know how to twerk, you finna get a ticket, basically. You get in your spot. The first round was a complete mess. Motherfuckers was talking over each other. It was just too much going on. The judges was being mean and rude. The girls auditioning was just looking crazy. It was too much. So now it's round 2. It's Ruby Rose, Krishan Rock, Tokyo Tony, and Natalie. So the first group that they showed, Mariah Lynn come up. And if you watch Love and Hip Hop, you know who Mariah Lynn is. So Mariah Lynn, she just introduced herself, passed the mic, walked up, got her ticket, and walked out. And then that was just that. Nobody stopped her or nothing. If you ever watch Mariah Lynn, you already know she a handful. So I wasn't even surprised that it went that way. So then they showed this girl, her name's Strawberry. And she just say she a single mom. She work 13-hour shifts, 7 days a week, 3 doubles in a week. And I'm just like, baby, you don't need to be here. You don't need to be on the show. You don't even need to be here at the auditions. Like, you need to be taking care of your kid. Like, you can't afford to be here. You too busy. Like, you shouldn't have said all that. I heard her saying all that, and the first thing I said was, why are you even here? You too busy. You don't have time for the show. You got a son to take care of. And so somebody ended up snatching her mic, and then they start fighting. And I was like, thank God. And so then it's a girl named Magic, and she come up and she in a wheelchair. You know, she representing for the disabled baddies. And she ended up getting down and she started twerking. And I was like, okay, because her shit was moving. And she was killing that shit. And I was just so surprised. And I was just all like, damn, like, I ain't know that you could twerk without legs. She was damn near twerking better than me. I'm just playing, y'all. Y'all know I was captain of the twerk team. I'm just playing. And so then there was this other girl, she came up, her name was Shy. She was being real quiet, but they ended up dismissing her and not giving her a ticket. And Ruby Rose was telling her, like, hey, you really pretty, but I really just think you just a little boring. I feel like Ruby, she just trying to be nice. Like, she just, you could tell she just don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. So the next girl come up and she's saying she a singer. She's saying that she want to sing for the judges. They don't want to hear none of that shit. Tokyo Tony asked her, which one of these bitches in this room you a smack? She gonna say, the quiet girl that just walked out the room. And I'm just like, now, why out of everybody, why would you pick the quiet girl? Why? Because you think she the softest? You feel like she an easy target? That just let me know right there, you really a weak-ass bitch for real. So Tokyo Tony was all like, nah, somebody in here, somebody in front of you that you'll smack. She turned around and go and smack this other girl. And they start fighting. And they wasn't even really fighting for real. They was really just slap boxing. Like, it was all just open hands. I was just all like, oh my God. Like, y'all is willing to do anything for a ticket. Not you just walked up to that random girl and just start doing that. That's crazy. As all this going on, Rock just laughing. Rock is entertained by all this shit. Ruby Rose ended up giving the girl a ticket that she walked up and smacked, because Ruby was just all like, you really pretty and I really liked how you handled yourself after the fight. Rock gonna tell Ruby, like, Ruby, This is not a beauty pageant. This is the Bad Girls Club. I can just tell that Ruby don't really like all that fighting and stuff. Like, she one of those girls that just don't like to fight. So then we got another girl that come up on a wheelchair. Boy, Hot Wheels don't even know where he started. The girl in the wheelchair just start rapping, and Tokyo Tony cut her off, and she was just all like, no, no, no. And the girl in the wheelchair was just all like, bitch, who the fuck you talking about? No, and all that. And her and Tokyo Tony get into it because she calling Tokyo out her name and all types of shit, y'all. Tokyo Tony, she was just a mess. She was clowning and acting a damn fool. She even threw one girl ticket on the ground. She just threw it on the ground, and the girl had to just walk up and get it. And I was just all like, damn, like, you being rude as a motherfucker. And another group come in, and as soon as they come in, one of the girls just run up and knock this other girl out. Y'all is on her looking like animals. Like, that was crazy. In the midst of all of that, Rock's sister ended up getting the mic. And she was, you know, saying her name and where she was from and all of that. She didn't even mention she was Rock's sister. And all the other judges was just all like, no, no, no. And Rock is just all like, bro, don't say no. That's my sister, bro. Don't tell my sister no. Krishan trying to give her sister a ticket. And her sister walking up, and Natalie was all like, nah, didn't you just try to fight Krishan? Like, no, we don't need you on here. We already got a Krishan. We don't need another Krishan. And Natalie was getting all big and tough with Krishan's sister, standing up trying to fight Krishan's sister. I mean, I get why Krishan was just sitting there because she pregnant. Natalie was getting up and shit, getting all of Krishan's sister face. And I'm just like, Natalie, come on now. Krishan's sister would send you straight to hell. And even Rock was just all like, well, yeah, my sister did try to fight me while I was pregnant. And I'm just all like, damn, like, that's your sister, Rock. How you gonna let Natalie sit up and do all that? That's crazy. But I feel like they ended up still giving her sister a ticket anyway. Like, I think I seen somebody run the ticket out to the sister. I don't know. But I think Natalie did all that for the TV. I think Natalie did all that for the cameras. Because Rock was just too calm letting Natalie talk to her sister like that. I feel like Rock knew. Walk was there for One More Chance. It was a lot of One More Chance girls that I seen. A lot of girls from One More Chance, South Central Baddies, now that's TV. A lot of twerking, showing titties. I'm just like, I don't know how none of this correlate with being a baddie, but okay. It's crazy just watching all these girls do this, like showing their titties, showing their coochie, shaking their ass on TV, knowing good goddamn well that Natalie and them ain't gonna pick none of them and already got her cast picked out. Like, these girls come on her every time and embarrassing themselves. During the set change, one of the auditioners ran in and she was running towards Ruby. She was running towards Ruby. Ruby got up and ran. Ruby was like, fuck that. That shit was hella funny. There was another girl, she came up saying that she'll knock anybody out, and she turned around and knocked the tallest girl out. Damn, like, y'all straight doing anything for this ticket. Then Skittles for One More Chance showed up. And she was just saying, like, this is too ghetto for me. Like, this too ghetto. And I was just all like, if this too ghetto for you, this ain't the show for you. This is not the show for you. Or you shouldn't even be here, because that's all. Clearly, this is all they want to see. It's some ghetto ratchet shit. You don't want to be a part of that? This ain't for you. E.T. was at the auditions, y'all. E.T. was straight at the audition begging for a ticket. Did y'all see how she was begging for a ticket? Talking about some, I'll hug you right now, Krishan. I'll hug you right now. And then when Natalie was asking E.T. like what show she's from and shit like that, and E.T. was like South Central Baddies. Why was Rock trying to act like she wasn't on South Central Baddies and she didn't know what that was? Did y'all notice that? That was crazy, E.T. You straight went out bad on TV like that, straight pleading for your ticket. Knowing you and Krishan ain't like that. And so then they got another group coming in, and Angela a part of the group. She in the crowd, and these girls so worried about showing their ass, they don't even realize that Black China in the crowd with them. But so she got up there and joined the judges, because she was one of the judges too. I was wondering where she was at. When the next group came in, Tokyo Tony was like, she want to see the best twerker. She get up there and start twerking, and Rock was hella funny saying that was a grandma twerk. When everybody was twerking, the stud was just, it was a stud in the group, and she was just so lost. She was so lost, because she was like, I don't even know how to twerk. What I'm supposed to do? She was just so lost. That shit was hella funny. So then as they twerking and shit, One girl snatched the mic and said that she looked better than the other girl, and then they start fighting. It was so many just random and unnecessary fights, y'all. And then y'all doing all this and not even finna be on the show. That's the crazy part. I can see if you really fighting for your spot, but y'all ain't even got a spot. Y'all ain't even have a spot from the beginning. So many random fights. Two bigger girls fought each other for nothing, for real. It just looked like they just fought each other for nothing. And Krishan gave both of them a ticket. And she was like, shit, we need big girls. We need somebody that's not scared to fight Rolly. Motherfuckers do be scared to fight Rolly. Jayla the only one that wasn't scared to fight Rolly. Even Krishan said herself that she's scared to fight Rolly. Natalie and Tokyo Tony was instigating them girls to fight. Asking them to show them how they gonna square up, who you'll smack the shit out of. They was instigating that shit, and then they try to act like they wouldn't. Like, y'all know what y'all doing. And even Tokyo Tony said out her own mouth, like, she looking for the littest person. That was it for this episode. These auditions was all over the place, too. Part 2 was crazy, too. Talking all over each other. Natalie and Tokyo Tony instigating fights and acting like they wasn't. Like, man, y'all told them girls to square up. If y'all asking them who they gonna smack, y'all know they gonna turn around and try to smack somebody. Stop trying to act like y'all wasn't trying to start no shit. Natalie is messy as hell, and Tokyo Tony right there with her ass. But yeah, y'all, these auditions was a mess, y'all. It's just a damn shame how these girls go on here every damn time, make a fool out of themselves, knowing they not gonna get picked. And Natalie, you know you fucking wrong, because you know you already got the cast picked out. Why you doing all this? It's just a quick little money grab for y'all every time. Y'all gonna go out there and audition and make a fool out of yourselves every time. And I'm gonna watch every time. But nah, for real, that's all I got for y'all this week. Make sure y'all like my video and subscribe to my channel. Show me some love. And I'll see y'all next week.